Good morning, all. This is Rituparna Mondu, Assistant Professor of Huldia Institute of Technology. Today, we are going to discuss regarding the topic set. Now, set theory is a branch of mathematical logic that studies sets, which are collections of objects, and these objects are called elements or members of the set. For example, if we take the set A, which contains the element 1, 2, 3, one can say that 2 is an element of the set A, but 5 is not an element of that set. Similarly, if we take the set B, which contains apple, banana, and mango, one can say that apple is an element of that set B, but orange is not an element of that set B. So, if A is an element of that set A, one says that A belongs to A, and this is the notation. And if A is not an element of that set A, that means A doesn't belongs to A, and these are the notations. Now, set can be represented in set builder form or roster form. Usually, sets are represented in curly brackets. Here we have taken two sets V and U. All the elements are written in the curly brackets. In roster form, all the elements of a set are listed, and this one is the set builder method. Here the set the set is O, which contains the element x such that x is an odd positive integer which is less than 10. Or specifyingly, one can say that this is also a representation of a set builder method. Here the set O is x belongs to z plus. Z plus means the odd positive integer such that x is odd and x is less than 10. So these are the two ways to represent a set in set builder method. Now there are some standard sets. This is the natural number which contains the element 1, 2, 3 and so on. This is the whole number which contains the element 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. This is the representation of integers which has the element 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, dot dot dot. This is the set of rational number, which the set of rational number, the elements of this sets is of the form p by q, where p and q are both integer and q is not equals to 0. And this is the irrational number which has the element which is not non-rational number. And R represents the set of real number which contains all of the above number sets. And the C represents the complex number. The elements of these sets is of the form a plus ib, where a and b both are real and I equals to under root minus 1. Now, two sets are said to be equal set if and only if they have the same number of element or they have the same element. So, in mathematically, we can say that A is said to be A is equal to A and B both are equal set if and only if for all x belongs to A imply x belongs to B, or x belongs to B imply x belongs to A. And this is the if and only if, that means imply and implied by, that means for all x belongs to A imply and implied by x belongs to B. So this is the definition of A equals to B. Now if we take an example, here this set contains the elements 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this set contains the element x such that x belongs to z and 1 less than equals to x less than 5. So from here we can say that this set contains the element 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hence these two sets are equal sets. Now for if we take this example, here this set contains element 1, 3, 5, and this sets also contains the element 5, 3, 1. Means these two sets contains the same element. So we can say that these two sets are equal sets. But for these sets, here this sets contains only one element, and this set contains two elements. So from here also we can say that these two sets are not equal sets. But one can say that here these sets contains the element 1, but this one doesn't belongs to these sets. So from here also we can say that these two sets are not equal set. Now there are some types of sets are there. One is empty sets. Empty sets means this sets contains no elements. So these are the notations of empty sets. And for finite sets means it's the sets contains only finite number of elements. For example, here we have taken this sets to which contains 2, 4, 6, and 8. So this sets contains only 4 elements. That is why this sets is a finite set. And for infinite sets, this sets contains infinite number of elements. So we can take the set of natural number, set of integers, all are the infinite sets because these sets, the set natural number contains the element 1, 2, 3, and so on. And next one is the universal set. Universal set means this set containing all objects under discussion. Usually, we denote the universal set as capital U. Now, singleton set contains only one element. A set contain only one element. That is here we have taken the sets 5. So, this is a singleton set. Now, there are some operations on set. First one is the union. This one is the union. A union B means this contains the element X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. A intersection B means X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Here, the difference between two sets, this is the notation of difference of two sets A and B. It contains the element X such that X belongs to A and X doesn't belongs to B. Here, this is the symmetric difference of A and B. Symmetric difference means it contains the element that is either set A or the set B, but not in both. So it contains the element X in such a way that X belongs to A or X belongs to B, but not in both. So this is the symmetric difference of A and B. Here A is said to be a subset of B if and only if for all X, X belongs to A imply X belongs to B. So this is the notation of A is a subset of B. Now complement of a set means this is the notation A complement means it contains the element X such that X doesn't belongs to A. So one can say that the complement of a set contains the element which is not an element of the set A. Now here we have taken an example. A contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from the definition we can say that A intersection B contains the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and A union B contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because in the definition A union B means it contains the element X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Here, this is the symmetry. This is the difference between two set. So A difference B means it doesn't contain any element because in the definition, X belongs to A and X doesn't belongs to B. So for this example, we can't find an element which is belongs to A, but it doesn't belongs to the set B. That is why A difference B equals to 5. Similarly, you can check here B difference A equals to 6, 7 and 8. Now, if we take this example, this problem, determine whether each of the following statement is true or false. Here, it is an element X and this one is the set. So clearly, we can see that X is belongs to X. So this statement is true. And here, the set X is a subset of X. This is also a true. So any set is a subset of that set. Any set is subset of itself. So from here, we can say that this statement is true. Here, this one is a set and this one is a set. And this is the notation belongs to. So we can't say that a set is belongs to that set. Can't say that. So this is the false statement. Here, in D, here this one is a set and this one is also a set which contains a set. This one is a set which contains a sets. So this one is the element. So element belongs to that set. Clearly, if this is a true statement, and here phi is a subset of X, it is true because any empty set is a subset of any other set. Empty set is a subset of any other set. So this statement is also true, and here phi belongs to this set. It is not true. So because here this set contains only one element, so phi is not an element of this set. So that is why it is a false statement. Now Venn diagram. Here Venn diagram means Venn diagram is a pictorial representation of a set and its operations. So a Venn diagram is a visual tool using overlapping circles within a rectangular to represent sets and their relationship. So Venn diagram is a visual tool using overlapping circles within a rectangular to represent sets and its operation. And each circle represents a set. Each circle represents a sets and their overlaps indicate the common element. This one is the overlapping portion. So this represents the common elements, while elements not belong to any sets are outside the circle. Here, this one is the circle. This circle contains the element A, E, I, O, U. This is the set. And if we take this element here, this set is not an element of this set V. Clear? And the rectangular portion which is represents the universal set. This rectangular portion is represents a universal set. Here this is a representation of a set, and this means here we have taken the sets A and B. Clearly we can say that A is a subset of B. Here this portion is indicates A union B, and this one is the A intersection B, means common element. Now there are some properties here for property number 1. For any set A, B, and C, the following are true. And this law indicates the idempotence law. That it means A union A equals to A. So clearly we can prove it also. And A intersection A is also A. And for commutative law, if this holds, then we can show that two sets satisfy the commutative law. Means A union B equals to B union A. It is also clearly we can prove this one. And A intersection B equals to B intersection A also. For associate, this one is the associative law. Here A union B, first you have to take A union B, then union C. And here you have to take first B union C and then A union. Similarly, A intersection B intersection C equals to A intersection B intersection C. And this one is the distributive law. And here for any set A union phi equals to A and A intersection phi equals to phi. Now next one is the power set. Power set means this is also a set. It contains all the subsets of A. So power set is a set which contains all the subsets of the set A. So this is the representation of a power set. So P of A equals to it contains the set B in such a way that B is a subset of A. Now, if we take the set empty set, so what will be the power set of the empty set? So empty set contains no element. Clear? So power set of a empty set equals to this set. So this set contains the element, this one phi. So this is a set, means power set of phi contains only one element. But phi contains 0 element. Phi contains no element, but power set of phi contains one element. And power set of phi contains phi as well as these sets. Why it is phi? Phi because phi is a subset of all the sets, so we have to take phi also, and we can say we already know any set is a subset of that set. Any set is a subset of that set. So we here for that reason, here we have taken power set of phi equals to phi as well as this set. So power set of phi contains two elements. Similarly, you can check here also power set of phi. So from here, one can say that if a set contains n element, then power set of that set contains 2 to the power n element. If a set contains n number of elements, then power set of that set contains 2 to the power n element. Now, for this example, what is the power set of this sets? Here, this set contains 3 elements. So, we can easily say that for this formula, a power set of this set contains 2 to the power 3 elements. That means 8 elements. So, what will be the elements? The power set of this set contains the element phi, because phi is a subset of any other set, any sets. So, we have to take here phi, and 0 is a subset of this set, so we have to take 0 also, singleton 0, singleton 1, singleton 2, as well as 0 comma 1. This set is a subset of this set, 0 2, 0 comma 2, as well as 1 comma 2, and also that set, because any set is a subset of that set. So here power set of this set contains 2 to the power n 2 to the power 3 elements, that is 8. Now, what is the power set of an empty set? We have already discussed these questions. And similarly, what is the power set of the set this one? What is the power set of that set? This set contains one element. So, power set of this set contains 2 to the power 1 element, that is 2 element. So, power set of this set contains these 2 elements. Clear? Now, cardinality of a set. Cardinality means, let S be a set. If there are exactly n distinct element in S, then we can say that the cardinality of the set S equals to n. And this is the notation of a cardinality of a set. For example, let A be the set of odd positive integer which is less than 10. So, A contains the element 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So, here it contains 5 elements. That is why cardinality of A equals to 5. And here S, the set S is the set of letters in English alphabet. So, in English alphabets, there are 26 letters. So, the cardinality of S equals to 26. And the cardinality, what is the cardinality of a null set? Because here the cardinality of null set equals to 0, because it doesn't contain any element. So, cardinality of a null set equals to 0. Now, Cartesian product. Here, before going to start the Cartesian product, we have to know what is order pair. Order pair means this is the notation of a order pair, x comma y. Here, x is the first component or first element, and y is the second component or second element. So, if we take a two order pair, that means x comma y and x dash comma y dash. These two order pair are said to be the equal if and only if the first for this order pair first component is x, and for this component first component is for this order pair first component is x dash. So these two order pair are said to be equal if and only if x equals to x dash and y equals to y dash. So if A and B are two sets, then Cartesian product of A and B is A cross B. Here we have taken two sets A and B. Then Cartesian product of A and B is A cross B. This is the notation, and it is defined by A cross B equals to x comma y such that x belongs to the set A and y belongs to the set B. Here x is the first component, y is the second component. So first component belongs to the first set and the second component belongs to the second set. So this is the definition of A cross B. Here we can say that we can clearly see that A cross B is also a set. So for example, if we take this one is our A and this one is our B, so Cartesian product of this set and this set will be 1 comma 2, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 6, similarly 3 comma 2, 3 comma 4, 3 comma 6, and 5 comma 2, 5 comma 4, and 5 comma 6. So one can easily take it from this definition. So we can say that ordered pair Cartesian product of two sets contains the element which is of the form A ordered pair. Now there are some review problems. You can solve it. Thank you.